Hi guys, welcome to this video. In this video we are going to create a water tap using Creo parametric. So let's get into the video. At first we need to select the working directory, create a folder, so now let's starting with creating our parts. Go for the new and click the default template and enter the part name as part 1. For this water tap we need to create 2 parts and we have to go assemble the parts. So click on OK. Select the unit as MMNS part solid. So click on OK. So here at first I am going to sketch. So select this right plane. As you can see, the plane is gone right and reference is on top plane. So sketch and go for the sketch view. So here, before I am going to draw lines, at first I am going to create a center line for both the vertical and horizontal lines and draw a line like this. And let's go for the dimensions. At first I need this length to be a value of 140 and this height to be a value of 80. Now I am going to create a fillet for this line and this line, and the fillet value is of 55. So now all our dimensions are created. So now let's include some 3D point for the blend option, and here, here, here and at this end. So now let's go for the dimensions. I need this value as 70 and this value as 60, and now go for the dimensions. Select this point and this point, enter a value of 70. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4 points are created. So I need to create another point at this end of this fillet. So go for the point again at this end of this point. So now our sketches got completed. So I am going to give OK. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 points are created successfully. So now let's go for the sweep blend. So our sketch is going to be start with this position. So I am going to flip this, as you can see here. So now go for the sections and go for the sketch and go for the sketch. So here I am going to draw the first circle as a base circle with a diameter of 40 and click on OK. As you can see, our base circle is got created. So and here I am going to select the end point. So go for the insert and select the end location. As you can see here, there is a point here as the start position of this fillet. So now go for the sketch and go for the sketch view. So here also I am going to draw the circle with the same dia of 40 and click on OK. So now our first sweep blend is got created. So we need to create for this entire line like this. So next go for the insert and select the end location as the next point here and go for the sketch and go for the sketch view. So here I am going to draw a circle another, not in the center point like this. At first I am going to edit these dimensions to be a value of 5, as you can see here, and I am going to enter the diameter as a value of 50 and click on OK. So now as you can see here, our third point sweep bend is created. So I am going to create the sweep for the next point. So go for the insert and select the end as the next point and go for the sketch and go for the sketch. So here also I am going to draw a circle with this center point. So before that I am going to draw a circle without any dimensions, and now I'm going to enter this value to be a value of 5, and this dia is a value of 75. As you can see, it is a center point for the first circle we have drawn. So click on OK. As you can see, the sweep bend for our fourth point is created. So let's go for the insert and select end and select the next end. And go for the sketch and go for the sketch. So here I am going to draw a circle with this center point and click the value as 50. So click on OK. Now you can see a sweep bend is created. So now I am going to insert at the next location as this point, go for the sketch and go for the sketch view. So here I am going to draw a circle at this center point to a value of 30 and click on OK. As you can see here, our section 6 is got completed. So let's go for the last section. So now go for the insert, and you can see this is the end location of the last. It is automatically selected. So go for the sketch and go for the sketch view. So here also I am going to draw the same center point and the same dia as a 30 circle. So click on OK. So now all our sections are created. So our sweep bend is got completely done. So click on OK. So click on shading with edges to see the edges. So now here I am going to extrude a hole here. So select this plane as a front plane, go for the sketch and go for the sketch view. So here I am going to draw a circle like this and enter the value of 50 dia, and this length is of 50. Click on OK and extrude it, flip the direction, and I need this extrusion to be a value of 70 and click remove material. As you can see here, extruded part is done successfully. So click on OK. So as you can see here, this edge is got some inclined edges, so I am going to make it as a round edges. Go for the round and enter the round value of 10 and select this line, click on OK. So our round feature is got created. So now I am going to create shell feature for this. As you can see, there is a closed end for all these edges. Go for the shell and enter the thickness to be a value of 2. Select this face, control key, press select this face, and control key, press select this face. As you can see, our hole is got created. As you can see the inner surfaces. Click on OK. So after creating our shell for our parts, I am going to extrude this surface. As you can see here, go for the sketch view. So here I am going to make a reference for the inner circle, close it, and I am going to draw a circle with this center point to be a value of 48. So click on OK, and I am going to extrude this to a value of 5. So click on OK. So now I am going to extrude this face again. Go for the extrude, select this face and go for the sketch view. So here also I am going to make the reference for the inner circles, close it. So now I am going to import the palette as a 6-sided hexagon, place it like this and close it and drag it towards the center point as we created the reference for the inner circles and close it. So now adjust this value to be a value of 20. As you can see here, our palette is got successfully created. So click on OK. So now I am going to extrude this palette to be a value of 15 here and then click on OK. So now our first part is almost created. So let's create the last extrude for this part. So go for the extrude and select this top face again and go for the sketch. So here we need to make the center line as a center point. So select any circle as a reference and close it. Now I am going to draw two concentric circles, and I am going to enter the diameter as the inner dia has a value of 18 and outer dia is a value of 20. So click on OK, and I need this extrusion to be a value of 20 as it is already there, and click on OK. So now our first part is got successfully created. As you can see here, you can hide this also. So now let's go for the part 2. Save this part. As you can select the working directory, it is automatically saved on that. So go for the new and unclick the default template and enter the part name as part 2. Click on OK and select the unit as MMNS part solid and click on OK. So for the part 2, I am going to create a handle for the top as in the tab part. So now I am going to create the extrude for the top plane. So go for the sketch view. So here also I am going to create the two concentric circles with the inner dia of 20 and the outer dia is 25. So click on OK, and I am going to extrude this to be a value of 25. It is already there. So click on OK. So now I am going to extrude then this surface. So go for the extrude and select this surface and go for the sketch view. So here I am going to draw a circle as a bigger circle to be a value of 40 and click on OK. And I am going to extrude this to a value of 20 here. So click on OK. So now I am going to create a handle for the 4 sides. So now first we need to create the first handle and we need to pattern it for all the 4 sides. So select the front plane and go for the sketch and go for the sketch view. So at first we need to create reference for this top plane, close it, and I am going to draw a circle at this reference. This dia to be a value of 10 and this height is to be a value of 10. So click on OK and extrude it. I am going to extrude this to a value of 60. As you can see, it is in the remove material. So unclick it. So click on OK. So now I am going to create a ball feature here. So go for the revolve and select this plane and go for the sketch view. So here at first I am going to make a reference for this edge and I am going to draw the center line, which is must for the revolve option. Then I am going to draw a circle at the center point at a diameter of 20. So as we are doing a revolve option, we need to delete one side of the circle. So I am going to draw a line for that like this to this edge, and I am going to delete the unwanted segments. Then click on OK. As you can see, the revolve part is done successfully. So click on OK. So now a single handle is got created. So I am going to pattern it for all the sides. So at first, if we select these two, there is no option for this pattern because both extrude and revolve can be patterned at the same time. So at first I am going to select these two and make it as a group local. So now our local group is got created. So now we can pattern this as an axis pattern. Select this axis and an angle of 360. So I am going to pattern this as a number of 4. If you want more or less, you can enter this value as a number of members and click on OK. So now our handlebar part is got created. So now as you can see, every edges are in the sharp edges. So I need to make these edges into round edges. So go for the auto round. This will reduce your time, and you enter the round value as 5 as in a convex. Click on OK. As you can see, it is in processing. Yeah, our round features is got successfully done. So now our part 2 is got completed. So let's save this part and go for the assembly. Now click on assembly and click it and enter the assembly name as you want, click on OK, and enter the unit as MMNS ASM design as we entered MMNS for all those parts that we created. So click on OK. So here I am going to assemble the first part, so part 1, as you can see in this preview. Open it. As the first part of this tab, I am going to make it as a default position and click on OK. So now I am going to assemble the second part here as a handle part. So go for the assemble, select the part 2 and open it and flip it like this. And I am going to use pin mechanism for this, as this is a rotatory motion. Select this axis, and you can see here it is in a coincident position. So for the pin mechanism, we have to select the axis first and we have to make coincident for the face. So next, select this face and this bottom face. As you can see, the yellow color, our connection definition is got completed. So let's click on OK. So hide all those datum planes. So let's check whether this handle is rotating or not. As you can see here, it is rotating successfully. So close it. So now let's create some appearances for our tab. So now go for the appearances, and I am going to give steel brushed color for this entire tab. So click on OK. It gives some natural look for our tab when we go for the shading with reflections. So now our tab is got some appearances. As you see here, the base part is on y axis. So now let's go for the mechanism, go for the applications, mechanism, and I am going to servo the motor here and go for the angular velocity and enter the coefficient as a value of 20. Click on OK. So now let's go for the mechanism analysis. Select this as kinematic analysis and select the end time as 100 and run it. As you can see, it is rotating in the opposite direction. So we need to edit this motor, flip this and click on OK. Now go for the mechanism analysis. As we do the same, run it. So finally our tab part is got successfully done. So thanks for watching, guys. If you want more videos related mechanical engineering or any other content, you can comment below. And if you are new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe to get new videos. So we are providing daily videos as a single video for a day. And don't forget to like this video, guys. So thanks for watching.